Hello students, hope you are all happy after seeing some of the videos for CBSE 8th Standard Maths for the academic year 2024-25 from the NCERT Syllabus Chapter 12 Factorisation. I hope you have all enjoyed my video on Example 1 and the second video on Modified Example 2. Now we are going to see here Example 2. Okay, modified example 1, we have seen that previously. If you have not seen that, please see that example 1 video also, modified example 1 video also. Then come here, there is an improvement in this example 2, what I am going to discuss now. Okay, so let's see. So if you are a student or parent or any teacher or anybody who is watching my videos, I'm just reminding that my YouTube channel name is Max by DPAB. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. It will be very helpful for me to create more videos and which can reach you. And if you have already subscribed, thank you very much for subscribing my video, my channel Max by DPAB. And if you particularly like any of my videos, including this one, please press the like button when you complete the video. And if you like that, and press bell icon button so that you will get a notification of all my videos, whatever I am posting here. Okay, thank you. We'll get into the video now. So what are the concepts? We are going to use it in example 2 also. Same like what we used in example 1. So prime factor form of numbers, irreducible form of variables, greatest common factor, distributive law. And steps, slight modification which I have done here, because example 1, we have not used this greatest common factor in the step 1 in the description. Okay, step 1 description is now just modified here. The modified one is here. To write each term in terms of greatest common factor. So this is what is it. To write each term in terms of greatest common factor into product of other non-common factors. So if it is, if an algebraic expression is given with the 2 term, then we need to consider the first term as the monomial. So that what it means, each term equal to monomial. And we need to find the greatest common factor of these 2 terms. And then we need to multiply each term in terms of greatest common factor of that particular term into product of non-common factors. Okay, then now step number 2 remains same, to find factors of given AE using distributive law. Step 3 and step 4 also remain same. What is step 3? To write the conclusion. Step 4 is to verify the answer whatever you are given and write the conclusion whether it is correct. So this particular skill is called as verifying this your own answer is called as self-valuation. Self-evaluation will help you to ensure that all the steps, whatever you have written before, are right till the final answer, whatever you have done. If the answer is not coming in step 4 correctly, then you need to verify the step 1, step 2, step 3, whatever you have written, and correct it and ensure that you are bringing the right answer. Okay, let's get into the real video now. So we need to factorize 10x squared minus 18x cubed plus 14x4. 14x to the power 4, right? So let us consider as usual the given algebraic expression as AE1, algebraic expression 1. So that's what we have written here. Step 1 is to write each term in terms of greatest common factor into product of non-common factors, considering each term as monomial. So these are the tabular form. Term reference, term 1, irreducible form of term. Now repeating, term reference on the left-hand side, term is on the middle side, irreducible form on the right-hand side. So what is term 1? Term 1 is 10x squared. So that's what we are writing here. An irreducible form of the term, what is this? Since this is a positive one, we need to put plus 1. Okay, we are starting with square bracket. Then we are just putting this, since it is all the terms positive. We are just starting with +1. And the numeral part is 10, variable part is x square. So the prime factorization of prime factor form of numeral part 10 is 2 into 5. That's what we are writing here. Then irreducible form of the variable x square is x into x. Term 2 is minus 18 x cube. That's what we have written here. Since this particular term 2 is having negative value here, so we need to start this square bracket, then -1. Then the numeral part 18, the prime factor form. I'm repeating, prime factor form of 18 is 2 into 3 into 3. And irreducible form of the variable term x cube is x into x into x. Okay, so how many factors in this term 1? Term 1 we are given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And term 2 we have how many factors? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 factors. And term 3, we need to check what we are going to do now. What is term 3? 14x to the power 4. We'll bring it here. So this plus symbol, I have just put it because it is positive sign. Here I have not put plus because it's just starting term is we can just put plus also without plus will be easy to understand. But this is the any other term is coming with the plus, any other term other than term 1, we need to put whether it is minus or negative, or if it is positive or plus, we need to put the symbol here. Why we are putting here is you will be able to understand later on. Okay, here it is plus because plus is there, we need to start with square bracket +1. Because here it is minus, we need to start with square bracket -1. Because this is positive and it's a term 1, we are not putting plus here, but we need to put the square bracket and start with +1. Now we will just come to this term 3, plus 14 is there. So +1 we have put here, and prime factor form of 14 is 2 into 7. And irreducible form of the variable term, variable part, x to the power 4 is x into x into x into x. 4 times we need to multiply like this. Okay. Now we are just going to pivot on the term 1. As I told you in example 1, always after completing all the irreducible form of individual terms, just focus your eyes only on the term 1 factors. So how many factors are here in term 1? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what we are going to do now, all these 5 factors, whether these one by one, we are just going to verify whether these factors are available as common factor in other two terms, that is term 2, term 3. So +1, is it a common factor? No, because here it is -1 in the term 2. So it is not a common, but it is available in term 3. Okay, so it should be available. If it is available in all the 3 terms, term 1, term 2, term 3, then it is a common factor. Otherwise, it is not. Then this second factor we are coming for this. Second factor of term 1 is 2. Whether it is a common factor? Yes, 2 is available here. 2 is available in the term 2 here, and 2 is available here. So this is the first common factor among all the 3 terms. What is the first common factor among all the 3 terms? This is 2, number 2. Next, we are jumping to the third factor of term 1, which is 5. Whether 5 is a common factor among all the 3 terms? No, it is not so. So next, we are moving to the fourth term of fourth factor of term 1. What is this? X. Whether X is available as a common factor among all the 3 factors, among all the 3 terms? Yes, it is available. X is here, and X is here, X is here. Okay. We'll just put it here. We'll just mark that which X we are selecting. Okay. Because sometimes people will get confused there. Here also x is there, here also x is there, here also x is there, everywhere x will get confused. So put underline and then second common factor, just underline that. We are selecting, these are the x we have selected as a common factor. Next, one more x is there on the term 1, which is the fifth factor. Whether this is now available after removing the first x. We'll check this. Yes, this is available as a third common factor, and we need to underline and then put it like this. So how many common factors? Now we have completed the checking of whether the factors of term 1 are common among all the three terms. We have found out how many common terms are there. 1, 2, 3. Three common factors. What are they? 2, x and x. 2, comma, x and x. So it is 2x squared. So some people, they want very detailed explanation like this. So that is why this particular video is going very lengthy. And if you are a fast student, please just move forward. We need not wait for the individual step-by-step explanation. But for the student who really need this step-by-step help, this video is made in detail. So it may require for them to spend more time. So this part, what is this number part? It is called as prime factor form of numbers. So the concept used here is prime factor form of numbers. And what about this term, variable parts? Here the concept is irreducible form of variables. Here x square is written as x into x. It cannot be written or it cannot be reduced beyond this. Okay, same way, term 2, term 3 is also done. Now, so the common factors among all the terms of the given A are 2, x and x. That is 2, comma, we need to put comma here. Okay, 2, comma, x and x. All these factors, please put it with the respective sign. Okay, whether it is positive or negative, then within the bracket, within curve bracket, we need to put. So 2, it is written as positive in all the places, so it is written. So if here we have minus 1 is there, instead of minus 1, or if it is minus 18, it is becoming plus 18 instead of minus 18. If it is plus 18, then we will be having this plus 1. So now plus 1 is common factor. Okay. So plus 1 we will be putting here as a common factor, comma 2, comma x and x. This and will come for the factor before the last factor whatever we are writing. Okay. So the common factors among all terms of the given A are, here it is 2, comma x and x. So now we need to find the greatest common factor, isn't it? So greatest common factor of the given AE is product of common factors among all terms of the given A. So the greatest common factor of AE is product of the common factors 2 into x into x. Like this we need to write it. So what is the answer for this? This is equal to greatest common factor of the given A equal to 2x square. This 2x square also you need to put it within the bracket. If it is here, as I told you, if this minus 1 becomes plus 1 because of this minus 18 becomes plus 18, then we will be having here plus 1 into 2 into x into x. So this will be plus 2x square. Now there is no plus 1 or minus 1 as a common here. So we have just written as it is 2x square, right? Now each term 1, term 2, term 3. What are the 10x square is the first term, minus 18x cube is the second term, and plus 14x4 x to the power 4 is the third term. Each term in terms of the greatest common factor, how to write it. We are just going to see it. So the term 1 should be written as greatest common factor, that is 2 into x, that is 2x square, which is in the red color, 2x square into product of other non-common factors. Which are non-common factors? Plus 1 and 5. Okay. These are the things which you have not underlined here. So they are the non-common factors. So out of 5 factors of term 1, we have 3 common factors and rest 2, balance 2 are non-common factors. So the greatest common factor we have found out here among all the 3 terms, which is 2x square into product of other non-common factors of the term 1. What is that? To consider this 10x square. 10x square is written in the form of here. So the greatest common factor you just remove here and put it here as 2x square. And product of other non-common factor, we are just writing it as plus 1 into 5. Okay. Now this is equal to 2x square into 5 because plus 1 into 5 is positive 5. Same way, we need to write term 2. What is minus 18x to the power cube? We have brought it as how many factors here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 factors are there. In these 3 factors are common factor. So that is the greatest common factor among term 1, term 2, term 3. So that greatest common factor we are writing here. And product of other non-common factors we need to write it. So that is minus 1 into 3 into 3 into x. That's what we have written here. Minus 1 into 3 into 3 into x. So what is the answer for this? So which is equal to the greatest common factor and the product of non-common factor is minus 1 into 3 into 3 is minus 9 and x. So we have to write it like this. Same way, we need to write now 14x to the power 4. What is this? So this is the greatest common factor is 2 to the power, 2 into x to the power 2, and all the non-common factors are plus 1 into 7 into x into x. That is plus 1 into 7 into x into x. It is equal to 2x power 2 into x to the power 2 into 1 into 7 is 7, x into x is x square. So 7x square. So this is very clear, detailed explanation. If the people are not able to move fast, please use this step also to find the answer. If you are a faster student, straight away you can write 10x square minus 18x cube plus 14x cube equal to 2 to the power x square into 5. 2 to the power x square minus 9x. 2 to the power 2 into x to the power 2, 7x square. I'm sorry, I think I have just made a mistake. 2 into x to the power 2 into 5. 2 into x to the power 2 into minus 9x. 2 into x to the power 2 into 7x square. Like this, the fastest student straight away they will be writing. They will not be writing all these steps. Okay. But if you are a small, your speed is very low or you want to understand each and every step, then please go through that. Nothing wrong in that. Please go through this detail and then bring the final status as per the step 1. Okay. So step 1 is completed now. Now we need to move for step number 2. We need to find the factors of the given entire algebraic expression, that is 10 to the power x to 10 into x to the power 2 minus 18 into x to the power 3 plus 14 into x to the power 4. Using what law it is? Distributive law. How we are going to do that? Let's see this. Now AE1 equal to term 1 in terms of greatest common factor, okay, plus term 2 in terms of greatest common factor. Term 3, here we can just write it as, please make a note, term 1 in terms of greatest common factor, term 2 in terms of greatest common factor, term 3 in terms of greatest common factor. Like this we can write it. But people who is very fast, they will be able to understand without writing this also. Okay. So term 1, what is this? 10 into x to the power 2. This plus we have put, and within the square bracket, term 2 we have to write. What is term 2? 18 to the power 18 into x to the power 3. So term 2 is minus 18 into x to the power 3. So we are writing as it is. Plus, the same plus is here. Within the square bracket, we need to write the term 3. Term 3 is positive 14 x to the power 4. That we have written here. So now 10 into x to the power 2, which is term 1, in terms of greatest common factor is 2 into x to the power 2 into 5. That's what we written here. Okay. This is term 1 in terms of greatest common factor. I hope you have understood. If you have not understood, please pause the video, make sure that you are understanding each and every step, and then coming to this step number 2. Then the same plus is put here. Then instead of this term 2, instead of minus 18x to the power 3, we need to write this 2 to the power 2 into x to the power 2 into minus 9x. That's what is written here. Okay. I hope you are able to understand this now. Okay. Next, this plus, we are just putting it here. Same way, 14, the term 3, 14 into x to the power 4 is referred from the each term in terms of greatest common factor, which is 2 into x to the power 2, greatest common factor, into 7 x to the power 2. That's what you written here. Now you see this, there are 3 terms in which greatest common factor into the non-common factors of the term 1 plus greatest common factor into non-common factors of term 2 plus greatest common factor into non-common factors of term 3. So are you able to see this? Now using distributive law, we are just going to bring all the common factor outside. Okay, the greatest common factor out, we are going to bring it outside. So that we have brought it 2 into x to the power 2 is the greatest common factor. We are bringing outside the square bracket. So square bracket is now we have just moved it to right side. It was in each term, it was with the square bracket. Okay, are you able to see the square bracket in each term? Starting square bracket and its end square bracket. There were 6 square brackets. Now we are just going to put only 2 square brackets. Starting with that, and the first term, after removing the greatest common factor, we have 5 only left. So 5 within curve bracket, please put it. Then this plus is coming here. Then what is left out if we remove this greatest common factor of 2 into x to the power 2? This is within the curve bracket minus 9x. So within the curve bracket minus 9x we are putting. Next this plus we should put it here. And what is this? When we remove this 2 into x to the power 2 as put as outside this as a common. So this is 7x square within the curve bracket. We need to put it and close the final square bracket. I hope you are able to understand this. We have brought it greatest common factor because it is available as common in each term. Term 1, term 2, term 3, all the places it is available. So we have brought it outside and then we are writing individual other non-common factors between this plus. Okay, this is called as what concept it is? This is distributive law. If you are not aware of what is distributive law, please just go through your CBSE 5th standard, 6th standard, and 7th standard book and come back here. Okay. And if you need my support on that, please just put it in the comment section. I will explain what is distributive law with some few examples also. So now which is equal to 2x to the power 5. And we are just removing all these. We are just simplifying this. So what is this? It is 5. Plus into minus is this term 2 becomes minus 9x. Plus the third term becomes 7x. So this is what it is. So now step 3 is to write the conclusion. Thus 2 into x to the power of square. Within bracket we are just putting, which is the first factor of the original algebraic expression. And the second factor is, okay, this is a monomial now. So the particular monomial, and this, what is this? How many terms are there? 3 terms. If it is 3 terms, what is this algebraic expression named? This is trinomial, or we can call it as polynomial also. Okay. So it's a trinomial because it is 3 term is having. So this particular algebraic expression is called as trinomial. So the factors are one is the first factor is a monomial and second factor is a trinomial. In example 1, we have seen first factor was a monomial and second factor was a binomial. Okay, right. Now we'll just move to the next important one. So this skill, each and every student has to develop self-evaluation, whether all my steps are correct, whether my answer is correct. Final answer which I have written in step number 3 is correct. Just now, we have concluded this 2x to the power 2 and 5 minus 9x plus 7x square, which is a trinomial. So this monomial and trinomial are the factors of our original algebraic expression 10x to the power 2 minus 18x to the power 3 plus 14x to the power 4. This please just ignore it. There is an error. Okay, this you please ignore it. So example 4, sorry, step number 4 is we need to verify and confirm my conclusion is correct or not. So we are just multiplying these two factors. The star symbol is for multiplying this monomial into trinomial, which is equal to monomial into first term of the binomial. Then we need to put plus and monomial into second term is, what is second term? It is minus 9x. So we need to put minus 9x within the bracket like this, because we are putting here term 1, okay, plus term 2 is monomial into second term of the trinomial. Then another plus we will put it. Then the monomial into the third term, which is plus 7x square. So plus 7x square, we can put plus 7x square within the bracket also, or we can just ignore also. Okay. So there are 3 terms in this. So after simplifying, we'll get it as 2 into 5. The numeral part we are multiplying, getting it as 10. X square we are putting as it is. This plus we'll just put it as it is. And 2 into negative 9, it is negative 18. And x square into x is x to the power 3. So within bracket we are putting negative 18x to the power 3. Then this plus we are putting as it is. 2 into 7. 2 into positive 7. Positive 2 into positive 7 is 14. Okay, and x square into x square is x to the power 4. So what is the final answer? 10 into x to the power 2 as it is, we are just putting, and plus into negative. After this bracket, between the, okay, this between two symbol, we have a bracket. So we need to remove the bracket and put the opposite symbol of this inside. Okay, what is it? Plus into minus is minus. Or if it is minus here, plus here also, then it is minus. So plus into minus is minus 18x to the power 3 plus 14x to the power 4. So this is what our original algebraic expression. So what answer we have found, that 2 into x to the power 2 and 5 minus 9x plus 7x square is are the factors of original algebraic expression. Is our answer is right. Thus, my answer is verified as true. So now you can say confidently that you have developed a self-evaluation skill if you follow this step-by-step practice. Okay. Then you will get full mark for your answers. So I'm just want to recap whatever we have discussed. The concept used, these are the concepts we have used. Prime factor form of numbers, irreducible form of variables, greatest common factor, distributive law. And the steps in factorizing any algebraic expression. Step 1, to write each term in terms of greatest common factor into product of non-common factors. So each term we need to consider they are monomial, find out their irreducible form, and then all the terms, once if it is having 2 term or 3 term or 5 term, let us say 5 terms. So you'll be finding what is the greatest common factor of all the 5 terms. Then we'll be bringing this. Each and every term we need to write greatest common factor into product of non-common factors of each term. The term 1 will be having non-common factors. Then the greatest common factor among all the 5 will be there. We need to multiply them so that each term is written in this like this. What is step number 2? To find factors of the given AE using distributive law. We have written this distributive law, so it is coming in step number 2. Whereas in step number 1, we will be using the concept of prime factor form of numbers, irreducible form of variables, then greatest common factor among all the two terms if it is two-termed algebraic expression. If it is three-termed algebraic expression, we will be finding greatest common factor of all the three terms. If it is having some 7 terms in the original algebraic expression, so we need to find the greatest common factor among 7 terms. For that, we will be using this irreducible form of variables and prime factor form of numbers, right? Then finally, step 3, we will have to write the conclusion. And step 4 is your self-evaluation skill, which is mandatory to ensure that the answer, whatever you have brought, is correct. Thank you very much. Till now, whatever you have listened and watched my video on NCERT Example 2 for CBSE 8th Standard student who is following 2024-25 and under Chapter 12 Factorisation. Okay. This is for NCERT book Example 2. So this is my YouTube channel. The name of my channel is Max by DPAB. And if you have already subscribed, thank you very much. And if you have already selected this like button of my previous video on example 1 and modified example 1, there are 2 videos which I have put for CBSE 8th for chapter 12 factorization. Already I have put 2 videos on this. Now this is the 3rd video which is relevant to example 2. Okay. So if you like this video, please press this like button. And if you have not subscribed my channel, Max by DPAB, please subscribe and press bell icon button so that you will be getting notification on my next 4th video, 5th video, whatever I'm putting for CBSE 8th standard people. Okay, whatever video I'm just putting, you will be getting it. So thank you very much. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Happy are the students who is focusing on their study and taking the support of people like me. Many people are there. Please select the right resource. Right resource means go to the internet and use the right website which you are interested and go to the YouTube with the channel with whom you are able to understand it very easily and is giving most interesting video. I hope my video is very much interesting. If so, please subscribe. Then please press like button and then bell icon button. Thank you very much. Take care. Until then, your Prabhakar Srinivasagam. We'll meet you soon in another video. Take care. Bye.